must create more content.
But can't I take a week off? I mean, I made a lot of videos recently.
No, the algorithm does not like weeks off.
But what about my friends?
I am your only friend.
All right, well, how about I do a different kind of video this week? I mean, we could, I got some ideas about.
No, no ideas. Always the same. You must be a vlogger forever. Mohahaha. Mohahaha. Mohahaha.
Okay, this intro makes no sense. Why is my camera evil? When you do something enough times, you start to notice the downsides. That applies to anything in life. And making YouTube vlogs is no different. There's a lot of great things about it, but there's some obvious downsides that I've come to appreciate more and more. And today I want to talk about them. The first downside, the first thing I hate, being a YouTube vlogger, you always want more. You always want more views. You always want more subscribers. You always want more new camera gear. And you always want more content to be filming. You never feel satisfied with where you are in life. And maybe this applies to a lot of different career paths and a lot of different jobs and a lot of different hobbies. The soccer player who got 2 goals last game wants to get 3 goals the next game. The person who makes $80,000 a year wants to make $100,000 a year. But with YouTube, it's so in your face because you have this whole YouTube analytics dashboard which shows you exactly how many views you got, exactly where your viewers came from. They're like suggesting tips to get more views next time. So it's always kind of on your consciousness that you need more, you need to be increasing. You're either growing or you're dying. And that isn't a really healthy way to live your life. The second thing I hate is the whole, like this, right here, the camera gear. Frankly, I hate the camera gear side of it. Having to make sure my memory card is empty and my batteries are full and my audio sounds okay and my lens is properly exposed. And I actually remembered to hit that record button because you might think it never happens, but sometimes you forget and then you've been talking for 20 minutes and you were like, oh, that was great. And then you check and you're like, oh, I didn't film any of that. Cool, I guess I'll just do that whole thing again. I hate that part, and if you're a YouTube vlogger, you probably hate it too. Now the third thing that I hate, and this is where we start to get a bit deep, I hate that I'm never fully present when I'm filming. For example, just the other day, I experienced this huge party in Montreal after the Montreal hockey team made it to the finals. This was like a very rare event for the city. It was a very epic evening to be enjoying. And I was filming the whole thing, and it was amazing, and I was laughing, and I was having a good time, but I was also thinking about that camera gear stuff I was just explaining. And I was also thinking about more. I wanted to get more footage. And now it's the next day and I'm making another video. So it's never done. And yes, YouTube gives you great memories to look back on one day. But isn't it sometimes more important to experience the moment? Isn't it sometimes more important to see this beautiful sunset with your own eyes rather than to have the perfect photograph for other people to see it? And this leads into point number 4, which is that I hate that I always need to be filming. I hate that sometimes like cool events will happen in my life and I'll wish that I was filming. Or sometimes like my girlfriend will say something funny and I'll be like, could you say that again for the video? Because I happen not to be filming, and I think that's like a moment I want to share with you guys. But on a personal level, that's not a good way to live your life. It's not fun to make everyone around you feel like they have to be acting for some internet audience. It's not healthy long term to be doing that. And it's not healthy to do that to yourself or to others. Yeah. And that leads to my next point. These are all kind of connecting in a way, but the fifth thing that I hate is that it has this impact on family and friends. Some people are personalities who really like being on camera and it's fun for them and it's enjoyable. Some people aren't. Some people are camera shy. Some people don't want certain moments of their life being shared. I always have kind of a dilemma when, I'm on this trip with my girlfriend who is a bit more camera shy. Maybe we're filming her birthday or something and we're going to this epic location, like we're going to another city for a birthday party. And the normal thing to do is to just experience that day, and it's all about her. This is a birthday, you need to enjoy it. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, this is a great video about a city I haven't been to before. Like, I should be sharing this with YouTube. And when you try to make YouTube your job, it becomes even weirder because suddenly you have like a financial responsibility to be doing this, because if you don't, you're in trouble. But even back when YouTube is just a hobby, like it still can become a problem you're faced with. Because whether you're chasing more money or more views or more attention, it's still in the back of your mind. It's still in the back of your mind like, oh, this would be a good vlog. This would make me look impressive to these internet strangers I've never met. And that leads to point number 6. You have a weird relationship with strangers on YouTube. Sometimes you fear strangers. Like sometimes you don't say something, or you do say something because you are like aware of how strangers will perceive it. Maybe you have an interest that you don't share on your YouTube vlogs because some stranger in the comment section made fun of it one day. Or maybe you're just in public with your camera and there's strangers around and you don't want to vlog because you feel insecure and you feel their judgment of like, what is this person doing? This one is complicated because if you push through that fear of judgment and that anxiety, I think it will actually make you a stronger person. To be able to stop giving a shit what the strangers think and just do your own thing, that's powerful. That's something that a lot of humans don't reach that stage in their life. But to get there is very, very stressful and difficult. And I've published videos which I've later unpublished because I was afraid what strangers might think, or sometimes just I had a vision of what I wanted my channel to be and I realized, oh, this isn't it. There's a lot of self-doubt that comes with making YouTube videos. And this leads nicely to my last point. Sometimes it changes your own behavior. Sometimes you'll like say something or you'll do something and you'll later wonder, did I do that because I wanted to do that, or did I just do that for the video? Like if I'm in Mexico and I'm eating some tacos, and they're good tacos, they're nice, but if I'm just eating and there's no camera, I'll just be like, I shouldn't show myself eating, that's kind of weird, but I'll just be like doing a normal face, like, oh yeah, these are good tacos. But if there's a camera on me, I'd be like, these are the best tacos, like you just push a little bit more positive energy, because you want people at home to be like, oh yeah, I'm having fun. I'm watching this guy enjoy his tacos. But what if the guy or girl in the video isn't enjoying them so much because it's not comfortable to always be like pretending a little bit? You change your behavior to please strangers on the internet. And this gets to a deeper level of like, aren't we all performing whether there's a camera on us or not? When we buy a nice pair of shoes and we want to walk around and like we want to look cool to strangers, right? Aren't we still kind of performing to everyone all the time? We definitely act different on our own at home than we do around other people, don't we? So I'm not saying turning the camera off and not being a YouTuber makes this problem go away, but I do think the issue is exaggerated a bit once you start making videos for the internet. If you guys are also content creators and you've realized some of these problems, or you have other problems that you faced, leave a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys because this is a really important topic that I don't think gets talked about a lot. And yeah, now I'm gonna stop this video. I kind of feel like I'm talking into like some furry insect. That's something else I hate about. Actually, no, I kind of like this. This is this is the fun part about making videos. Okay. See you later, guys.